Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today is just going to be talking about foundations, obviously by the name of the title, the foundations that I am keeping, and I have 10 in total, so let's get into it. Alright, the first foundation that I am going to be talking about today is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And I discovered this foundation a few years ago while I was in Kmart. And I was just looking for a simple foundation, and actually the one that I was looking for was, I think it was just a different foundation from e.l.f. at the time. Maybe it was less than 3 years ago, probably the Halo foundation that came out. Oh geez, I can't even remember now. But anyway, I ended up picking up this one here, and I'm so glad I did. It's a winner in my book. Do you guys have this foundation? It's so lovely, the coverage. Really soft satin and natural finish, and the shade that I have here is called Bisque 210 Bisque, and it's an oil-free medium coverage foundation. So this one here is basically light medium when what does it say? Oh yeah, here we go. Light medium with pink undertones. Not that you can see that here, but that's the shade, and it suits me really well. I use this quite a fair bit, and I don't even think I'm actually halfway through it yet. So you do get 30 mils with this one, which is I don't know how many ounces because I don't have my glasses on, but it's a lovely foundation. So yeah, this is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and I love it. Next, I discovered this also. Geez, you know, time flies by when you're having fun. This was last year for sure. The KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation, and I'm in the shade 355, I believe, medium. Sorry, 051. Oh my goodness, I can't see. I will put the shade names in the description box, but I just don't have my glasses on. But yeah, this one here is like a concealer and foundation in one. You can go light, you can go really full coverage with it if you want. You can layer it up. It doesn't ball up. Well, I suppose it just all depends on what you've got going underneath your skin as a primer or moisturizer, I suppose. I think that's the case with everything, right? But it's a beautiful foundation. What I do love about this foundation is it's smooth and it feels so nourishing on the skin. I find that it's just lovely to put on with a brush or even with a damp sponge. You can't go wrong with this one here. So beautiful foundation by KVD Vegan Beauty, and yeah, just beautiful. Love the bottle, it's gorgeous. I mean, it is coffin inspired. I don't know what's to love about that, but it's cute. Kind of reminds me of the packaging by, not Vera Wang. Who's that one that does, is it Vera Wang that does makeup? Oh my goodness, I've totally forgotten. Anyway, you know, the one that does that fancy, Anna Sui packaging. Yep, reminds me so much of that. Okay, next we have this little budget beauty. It's the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Hydration Foundation. Now guys, this is so underrated, but it's probably overrated in some parts of the world. I know it's quite popular in India, but I don't know why. It's just a great all-around foundation. It's full coverage. You can sheer it out. I like to mix this with moisturizer or any primer because that's how full coverage it is. If you go too heavy with it, you can feel like it's a little bit caked up. So the problem with doing that is, so just don't do that. Just don't put too much. A little bit of this goes a long way. And I love it. I use this on a regular basis, and the fact that it's got SPF 20 in it is even better. So, you know, what more can you want from a foundation that's got SPF in it? Good one by Rimmel London, love it. They've even come out with another formula of this. I think it's actually even more SPF. Not sure, haven't picked it up. I'm not going to pick it up because I've just pretty much got this bottle, so yeah. Okay, now this was gifted to me by a dear friend of mine, the NARS light reflecting foundation by NARS, and this one's in the shade Vienna. Now it's a little bit too light for my liking, but I don't mind, I can make it work. It's beautiful. It's got a beautiful, lovely coverage to the skin. So yeah, it's just a gorgeous foundation. It goes on so well. It's lightweight, satiny. It kind of reminds me so much of the e.l.f. foundation, to be honest. Really strange, right? But hey, it's a good foundation. But like I said, it's a little bit too light, but I can make it work. I've got these deepening skin drops by Essence that I can put about 2 drops in it, mix it in, and it deepens it up a little bit. But overall, a good bronzer can also help you make this lighter foundation work really well. So the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation is beautiful, lovely. So now we have the Rose Ink foundation, and this is by Rosie oh, what's her name? The model. Rosie Huntington Whiteley. I don't know. Sorry if I've botched that up. I know I have. Gorgeous. Now this is a dupe for, you know what? Oh, you'll know it. Don't worry. You'll know it. But it's such a dupe, right? Anyway, but I find this to be actually even better than the dupe, and it's gorgeous. I'm in the shade medium 7, and it's just a beautiful, this has got the little encapsulated pearls. Well, they're not really pearls, but they're like little beads that burst upon application, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love to put this on all over the face, especially all over a lovely mattifying primer, because this is actually so moisturizing. Or you can just wear it on its own. You know, if you've got drier skin, you will appreciate this because it's really moisturizing. And even if your skin is really on the drier side, you can go in with a lovely oil serum and then put this on top, and you've got such a nourishing base. I'd say you'd have a little bit of a tacky one at that, so maybe just powdering over this one will make this one work really well. But I do love this Rose Ink Skin Enhance Luminous Tinted Serum Foundation. It's gorgeous. This also comes with its own brush. Actually, I think I bought the brush separately when I bought it. Yes, I did. You don't need the brush that comes with it, but it's lovely. We're now going on to number 6. This is the Mecca Max Off Duty BB cream with SPF 15 foundation. By the way, all these foundations are just lovely. I mean, yes, I do love some foundations a little bit more than others, but it's not really a rating video, so don't worry about that. I do love these foundations. I'm going to keep them all. I'm going to use them all up because I love them all so much. But this one here is so beautiful, by Mecca Max. It's just a lovely, gorgeous, again, a satin natural finish. You really are getting that no makeup vibe when you wear this. It is truly beautiful. I love it. I did have another shade which was too yellow for my skin, and I gave it away, so I didn't keep it. This one here is in the shade 255, and it says, go get 'em with this lightweight BB cream made to go the distance. And it really does. It's a medium coverage formula that applies like a second skin for dreamy or for beamy radiant for your off-duty look. Thank you very much. I thought Dad was going to bring it.
Yeah, it is. I said I'll do it.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Coffee time. Yeah, so, excuse me. Gotta love a coffee. So this one by Mecca Max, absolutely wonderful. Highly recommend it. All right, so now we're going into one of my favorite formulas of foundation ever, and it's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. And reflecting indeed it is, but I've had this for years now. I can't even tell how much I've used up, because seriously, I don't even think it's ever going to finish. I might have used up half the bottle. Such a beautiful, gorgeous Finish foundation. I love it so much. It does remind me of another foundation which I will talk about in just a minute, but this one by Pat McGrath is a winner in my books. Full coverage, light coverage, mix it in with anything. It's beautiful. Can't highly recommend this one enough. Very expensive. I think it's like $110 for a bottle, but worth it, so worth it. When it finishes, would I repurchase it? Of course I would. Yeah, just a lovely foundation. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now this one here I've had for years. It's the Dior Spray Foundation Air Flash. Did they discontinue this? I don't know. I've still got heaps left, I think. Judging by the weight, I've still got heaps left, and I use this every now and then when I go to weddings and stuff like that, because I love the finish that it provides. It's very messy. You've got to do it over the sink. I spray it directly onto my hand, on the back of my hand, and I go in with a brush. Don't go in with a foundation, it'll soak it right up. But a nice brush, dip it in, and it smooths all over your face. It's so long lasting. I love it so much. It reminds me of the Pat McGrath, but just in a spray version. I don't know how anyone can spray this all over the face and make it work. I can't. It goes everywhere, in my hair, in my eyebrows. It's just, it's not meant to be used that way, although they say to hold it against the, you know, away from the face and spray it. I just can't make it work. So this one here by Dior, the Air Flash, so beautiful. I really do not know if it's been discontinued or not. But it's just beautiful. Love it so much. Okay, the last two foundations are, I'm just going to discuss them here. We've got the Chanel number 1 and the tint. Now this Le Beige, the Water Fresh tint, is such a dupe for this Rose Ink one. Okay, this one here though is just a little bit more watery and a little bit lesser coverage than this one. So if you want a really, really, really no makeup look, obviously this one will be the one that wins over this one here. It really is much of a muchness. So love this one here. I have used it a fair bit. It's sort of like getting to the point where I'm getting higher with the little pump. And this one here is in the shade Medium Plus. And I've had this one for years. Like, I really have. It's been a long time. Obviously, I think it stays pretty well in this type of packaging because there's no air getting to it to make it go off. So again, also with this one, there's no air getting in the packaging to make it go off, which is awesome. But side by side, these are pretty much identical. And then obviously the number 1 de Chanel Fond de Teint Revitaliscent. This one here is such a beautiful foundation. I love the scent of this. I nearly bought the perfume. I didn't because I know that it was sold out and it was sold out and it was sold out, and then I don't know, I still might get it. It just reminds me of the smell of this foundation, which is beautiful. I don't know, it's gorgeous. Satin finish. Really does remind me so much of the NARS Light Reflecting as well as the e.l.f. Lighter coverage. It's a bit too light. I am in the shade B30, but I can deepen it up with a bit of bronzer. I can make it work. So this is such a beautiful foundation by Chanel, and I love it. Love the packaging. It's great. So guys, that wraps up the foundation list for 2024. I really am going to do my best not to buy any more foundations this year unless something wows me to the point of I have to have it, and it's going to have some incredible claims. So yeah, I have gone through so many foundations, Ilia Skin Tint Serum, the Charlotte Tilbury foundations are amazing, like the Light Wonder. They're all empties now, so I'm working through my list of 10 foundations, and hopefully I can get through them in years to come, because these will last me for years and years and years. So no need to buy any more, Julie. Who am I talking to? I don't need to buy any more. All right. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.